the Cincinnati Bengals.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Bob, when did you change your shit?
12. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
You get banned for talking shit too?
Here we go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
He'll look underneath and finds Brown.
And then he's stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11 coming. First down. Here's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
T different. Yeah. Oh, you can't shoot on game.
T. Higgins is 11th touchdown of the year, and the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good,
and it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on. Hey.
Delson in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and 3. And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Dell.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he'll be brought down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Yeah.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Stroud on 3rd down now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing
All right,
so,
Holly,
I
I'll
would
be
take
right
my
back.
game plan
All right, bro.
and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And now off to the races, down the right side.
Joe Mixon.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. This ball caught by Mechie.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Come on. Hey, check that. Hustle.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Once more, it's Pierce.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I would run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
When it is getting out of hand early, they add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the 1st half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come out from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That's good for 28 yards.
And the Texans 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Play action. Stroud now.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Stroud looking to throw. They get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Freeze. Freeze. Go.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Ready?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready?
Here's Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz from 10 yards out.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. So this is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Steps away.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Stroud. This is caught. Touchdown. John Mechie. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT tape. 12. 12. 12. Stop.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Derek Stingley.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Texans 21. Taimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
11 MT tape. Stop.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that one caught downfield by Bull.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 9.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 47 yards. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McPherson on for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Here we go. 11-11.
Now Burrow on first down. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And I think the ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably... And oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Daxton Hill picks it off, pushing his way through. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
11 MT.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
18, Pioneer.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And this is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Pierce.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
First down, Houston.
Ready? Ready?
Pierce now up the middle.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
12, 12, 12, turbo time.
Again, it's Mixon. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken. The 45.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. This pass complete to Higgins. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Complete once again to Higgins.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We've given you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
That is caught by Dell.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Stop below 18. On the go.
On first down, here's Stroud. This ball caught by Mechie. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Give to Pierce now on the option. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Texans take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On second down, Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he's going to be run out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Mixing up the middle. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups. 1 yard from the 22 now. Here's second and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And it's caught. Touchdown! T. Higgins, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me,
touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to manage the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business. Now that you're being pressed, it is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.